First of all, I really want to thank the people at Sheri Punjab. I didn't know if you knew the story. Thursday I came in to set up our anniversary, and there's a sign on the door, closed Mondays. I said, oh shit, I don't need that. So I came in, and this young beautiful lady here said, because she recognized me from other years, she said we could have our anniversary off. So I do want to thank them. And I want to thank you all for coming.
That was special.
I got my theme this year from a joke I heard about 6 or 7 months ago that I thought was so absurd that I loved it. These two snails are sliming their way down this path, Bob and Harry. And Bob is on the inside and Harry's on the outside. And a turtle comes by and steps on Bob and knocks him head over shell. And Harry looks down and says, Bob, what happened? And he says, I don't know, Harry. It happened so fast. Now you think about that for a while. And that's what I thought with my bride here. When we were courting in Bombay, I remember we'd get off our double-decker bus at the Kemp's Corner and walk up along, was a mile or so up Malabar Hill to her flat. And about halfway up there was this little tea garden restaurant, and we'd sit maybe and have some tea. And Shalimar Gardens, thank you. And from there you could see the Queen's Necklace stretched out at night, which was the Marine Drive with all the lights that stretched out to Nariman Point. And I thought, boy, our life is just like that, stretched out endlessly. And then she went to college, and I came back to Ohio State to go to college. And then she came out we stayed together. Sorry, Mom. And we would go, she'd go to work on the weekend, I'd go to class, and then on Sunday morning, we would have breakfast and watch Space Ghost and watch Rocky and Bullwinkle and then just make love all day long. Because we had all the time in the world. When you have all the time in the world, you can do that. And a few days later, we were married. And I remember in the church, her coming down the aisle with her father on her arm, crying every step of the way.
Him or her?
No, she was. And I thought, what the hell's going on? But then I kind of figured out, now she comes from beautiful people. Her mom is beautiful, her dad was beautiful, her brothers and sisters, her brother and sister were beautiful people, and she was looking at the Plessingers. Now we are a hairy bunch. And I think she was crying because she thought our children would look like gorillas. Anyhow, so we get married, we move to New York, we meet some wonderful people, and we go to movies and we go to plays and we stay up all night because we had all the time in the world. That's what I thought, when I saw her coming down the aisle, that this woman I get to spend the rest of my life with. I get to talk with her and I get to live with her and I get to sleep with her, and I can do that for the whole rest of my life. And in New York, we had all this time together, and we met friends, and we went, visiting, and just plenty of time. And then Bill came along. And then 3 or 4 days later, Jack came along. And we went camping, and we went, played Little League baseball and stuff like that. But the time kind of started shrinking down. And then Bill went to high school. And a few days later, he graduated and came to Ohio State. And then Jack graduated and came out to Ohio State and went in the Air Force. And then Jack got married and he had children. And now Bill's getting engaged. And we met all you people. And here we are again. And Harry, it all happened so fast. You ready for this? When I was a young man courting the girls, I played me a waiting game. If a maid should refuse me with tossing curls, I'd let the old earth take a couple of whirls. As time went along, she came my way. As time went along, she came. But it's a long, long time from May to December, and the days grow short when you reach September, when the autumn weather turns the leaves to flame. One hasn't got time for the waiting day, and the days dwindle down to a precious few. September, November, and these few precious days I'll spend with you. These golden days I'll spend with you. Happy anniversary.